went to a neurologist because I was unsteady. I was diagnosed in 2006. I have ataxia 6, which is cerebellar ataxia type 6. They call it SCA 6. I was sad, but I was better than I am now. Walking was the biggest change. I started with walking with a cart in front of me. Then it progressed to this. I use a walker at home, and it progressed downward. I couldn't take care of my grandchildren.
So that was hard.
Yeah, it was hard.
How old were your grandchildren?
Gemma was 2 or 3, and Miguel was a baby. It was great when I practice what he says. Yeah, I am noticing changes. It's easy to relate to him in his what he says. I go to a gym and call the Center of Recovery and Exercise.
Just watching her decline over the years it's been difficult. I actually left work to take care of her during the day, and when we met Tom, it was a big turnaround. Instantly, within the first 3 weeks she started working with him, her transfers got much better, and we realized, after 3 years of being in a chair, that she needed to get strong again. So the bulk of our work since we met Tom is getting her much stronger so that she can stand for longer periods of time and to practice Tom's therapy. We were told there was nothing that we could do and to just keep her safe. So to keep her safe, we kept her in a chair where she couldn't fall. And so we set up things around the chair to keep her safe. But all that did was really make her worse because it didn't force her to use her muscles. So they deteriorated quicker than if she would just continue to do things on her own. But we didn't know. We didn't know any better. The doctors just said there's nothing that we can do. So keeping her safe was our goal, and it wound up hurting her more than helping her. So now she goes to a gym three days a week. One of the days she goes to a gym that is for people with spinal cord injury and neurological disorders. So they have extra equipment to help because her balance is still not that great. So some of the equipment is designed for that. And then the other 2 days a week, we go to a normal gym. And, we're working on her leg muscles and arm and trying to get the cardio going so that she has, she can walk for longer periods of time and not get tired. So that's the bulk of what we're working on now. And then relaxation techniques. She had actually stopped crocheting because she just couldn't do it anymore. But Tom's been working with her on relaxing more, and she's back to crocheting now. And actually, that's how it helps her relax, so she's able to do his therapy and have better movements. Yeah, her transfers were basically just trying to lift her up, and again, that doesn't help leg muscles. So he's taught her ways to get up and sit down using, the balance and
squats.
And squats, lots of squats. And so now when she sits down, she doesn't plop. We actually had an issue where the sitting down was a little too hard and it broke the toilet and flooded the house. Mm-hmm. So learning to sit down gently is very important, just for her safety and for when I heard about Tom, I was very skeptical because everything science related says that none of it should work. There should be no help for her. And I think that's why the doctors tell you that, is because logically and from a science perspective, there is no help. But I was on day one changed. Just seeing him and how he works with the patients and the improvement that I saw in her. It works, and I can't really explain it. I've seen it firsthand, and it shouldn't work, but it does. And he understands it better than any doctor that's out there. Just because he's analyzed it within himself, he's analyzed it with other people, and he's the expert. It turned on a lot of lights, even though I've had a lot of discussions with him. Reading the book brought out more things that, don't necessarily come out in a session or a discussion. And it really clarifies what is the disorder and what is a reaction to the disorder. And it's very simply put on how to do the therapy. And he knows how to get past the fear. Mm. With me reading the book, everything makes sense to me, but I am not familiar with the stiffness and fear that my mom goes through on a daily basis. But he understands that, so he has an advantage when helping somebody. Like, I can help mom only to a certain extent because I can't see the things that don't show, some of the stiffness, some of the fear, some of, and he has all of that. So he has a different connection with her than I do. You can practice his therapy, but there are going to be days and times where things get away from you, and that fear is always there. But you're going to fall and hurt yourself. And so he can get her to do things that for me she won't do because she's terrified. But he can coach her through doing them because he understands more what it feels like.
Right. Almost because he's on the other side already.
And he's been there. I don't even know how to say it. Don't listen to the doctors. listen to Tom because he's the expert in all of this. And
Wait.
he's proven it over and over and over again with many different people. It's not, and many different disorders. It's not even just one disorder. It works for lots of them and all ages. I've seen him work with a 5-year-old, and I've seen him work with my mom, and it doesn't matter what age. It doesn't matter what condition it is. It works. I mean, for me, it's like a whole new life. I mean, it's, you know, I'm getting my mom back. So.
That's priceless.
It is. Yay, Mom.
She's a good daughter.
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work coming back, but we'll do it together.